Andrews, who's like my co-host. Like
kind of like that.
I'm trying to come up with something different to say, but it's just not working.
All right. Well, that's your homework for this week.
Go with a new catchphrase.
A new catchphrase, yeah. A new intro phrase.
My Ian Fanders. No, what do we call you?
Fidgety Handers.
Fidgety Handers. So we're going to take a look at Fabrizia. They have three products right now that they've sent us. They have a blood orange.
It's like a limoncello, like a blood orange.
Blood orange limoncello.
Liqueur.
Sounds tasty.
And then we have limoncello.
Limoncello. We used that last week in an episode, but it was just a small amount in a punch bowl, so that's lost. And then the Italian margarita. So what this is supposed to be an Italian margarita in a jar, whatever this is. Bottle. Go with that. Yeah. Enjoy a fresh taste of Fabrizia, all natural, ready to drink Italian margarita, made simply with Fabrizia limoncello, agave tequila. I don't know why it says that way, but
agave tequila.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other tequila that's not made from agave.
Agave based. 100% agave tequila.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they mean. Yeah.
So that's my criticism for you on your label. Agave tequila is not a thing.
I have a cut on my hand and that stings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. That means it's real.
Yeah. What did I do to my hand? I think I cut it when I was
wiring. Could it have been when you decided to bring a Christmas tree up the porch with one hand?
Could have been.
Did you have your gloves on there?
No, I had the gloves on, yeah.
No preservatives added. Shake well. Oh, shake well. Polarized. Shake well. I read
Does it say shake well? I didn't shake well.
It was probably already shaken.
Well, these were probably different than the shake.
Yeah, because this has agave tequila in it.
Versus non-agave. Right.
And they say to do it on ice. It's the limoncello, so limoncello being something you serve. Yeah,
so you might refrigerate or throw it in the freezer for a little bit before you
I personally like the ice idea better.
Yeah.
For a few reasons. One, that dilution is going to help the aroma.
Plus, you don't have to take up freezer space or fridge space. So what do you want to start with?
Let's go with the blood orange because
I think it's going to be more
awesome.
Nuanced flavor.
I like. Okay, we can go with nuance. So Fabrizia is from Salem, New Hampshire, which is about like 5 minutes down the road from me, maybe 10. They brought these samples. Literally, they're like, "Hey, you want to try this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And they just dropped it off one day. I came home and there were 4 boxes. Just like these were all in this big box, open.
I can see where like colder is better for this. It's really flavorful.
Blood orange.
It's good. It's like it's. You are spilling.
Really?
Just so you know.
Whatever.
It's your floor. I don't really care.
It's for the show.
It's on your spot.
And I had napkins over there.
Done. Napkin. So you definitely get the orange out of it. You get the blood orange. But it's also got that sweet, really creamy. You can see where it chilled is better, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? I think the reason that is limoncello, and this isn't just these guys, but limoncello for me, and most people, I think, from what I've been hearing, has like a little chemical flavor to it. Like,
yes.
It tastes like a chemical. I think it's because Pledge. Pledge has like that smell, right?
Right. And you got that lemon cleaning agent.
Yeah, it has that cleaning agent taste to it because I think it's in your brain, and it's got the alcohol, so it's kind of like a medicinal. The alcohol with the lemon. Lemon plays weird when you have like warm lemon and alcohol. It has definitely got an orange flavor to it.
Yeah. I don't know what the differentiation between orange and blood orange is sometimes. But
it's I don't know. It's not as fleshy orange tasting to me.
Yeah.
It's almost like a drier, less sweet orange.
The blood orange, yeah.
And then you have the sweetness of the limoncello playing in.
And someone in the live stream mentioned when they saw this coming out, we should bring out the Salerno, which is a blood orange spirit, but it's different.
That's not like this. That's missing a lot of. I mean, it does have some sweet flavor,
but it's a clear spirit. It's along the lines of a triple sec or a curacao,
right? So
instead of a spirit,
it would be like comparing triple sec to a limoncello, which I don't think
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they're both kind of have a citrus drive to them, but one is more like a grain alcohol focus. Even though these are going to have grain alcohol in them as well, but I think it's just more added sugar to a limoncello. We made limoncello and it had a lot of sugar in it.
It was good.
Yeah. And it uses the zests and everything. Okay, let's try it.
Okay, speaking of limoncello, next.
Let's try some limoncello. So both of these at 750 ml in New Hampshire at least are $12.99. You can get is this a 750 or 375?
These are 750s.
See, the 750s at the store have cooler labels on them.
So what's kind of neat about limoncello, and like the first time I was ever introduced to limoncello, I was on a business trip to New York with my boss at the time, and he was saying that he traveled to Italy at some point.
Right.
And it's like everyone makes their own limoncello, which is really cool.
Right.
Because you go in somewhere where they offer you their family's limoncello, which is really, you don't buy it in a bottle. It's like they make it, which is awesome. But then then we had limoncello after dinner because I never had it. So.
The base for the limoncello makes a lot of difference from what I've done or seen, because when we did it, we used Pinnacle 151, right, or 150, or 100 proof,
100 proof, and then White Lightning.
And the White Lightning, which was 100 proof.
The White Lightning.
The White Lightning was a little bit better because I think that malty, like, I don't know if it's a corn distillate or.
It's very lemonade-y. I like that. It's
like
good.
It's like a bright lemonade. And it loses a lot of that chemical nature when you get that up to the temperature. This is kind of like a sipping thing that people just drink. You can put it in cocktails. We've got limoncello cocktails, but it adds such a little nuance to a cocktail that you could probably do with a lemon.
Right.
Where it's very focused on the
sipping,
flavor.
and this is something you're going to sip by itself. You're not going to sip lemon and vodka by itself. Well, you might, but this is different. It's like the sugary aspect, the sweet aspect. It's very dessert drinky.
Yeah, it's like an after dinner drink.
You just kind of sit and drink it. This is like in exchange for a Bailey's.
Or Sambuca.
Or you know what? The Bailey's might be what you're doing in the colder times, winter times. And then this could be your summertime, springtime after drink.
Yep.
After dinner drink. Or at an Italian meal. As opposed
after
to
spaghetti.
After your paschetti.
Yeah, paschetti.
And your penne.
So that's tasty. They're definitely, the sweet notes come out when you put them on ice, as opposed to otherwise you get more of the alcohol. This does not smell like those.
So these are 27% ABV. How about the Margarita? It's 14% ABV. So it's half the alcohol content.
This has to be refrigerated after opening too.
Okay. Well, luckily
we have a refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
But that's not like this. These.
What's the ABV?
27, 27, 14.
14.
That's actually not bad.
It's low.
For like a pre-mixed margarita.
Right. You're bringing in. It tastes like a margarita. It's a little lighter.
It's really sweet and light.
Yeah, it's lighter. It doesn't have as much. It doesn't have the lime bite.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the lime and tequila, but I've seen other tequila recipes that utilize the lemon, and I'm always still like yearning for that.
This is refreshing though.
Yeah,
I like
this. It's a good introduction for a margarita, like a good quick whip it up.
It's not like a
margarita. It's a big bottle. You just pour it.
Yeah, it's great.
You're done.
You chill it, you pour it, you're good.
I wouldn't even rim it with anything, maybe some sugar, but I mean you're adding additional.
Yeah, you're not a fan of rimming anyway, so.
Not.
Or is he?
Not if you're putting salt on my rim.
That stings.
Not a fan.
He's a sugar rim fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pink sugar. Oh, I should have waited a few seconds.
You were looking for a rim
The
shot?
tequila is definitely There's a tequila.
Of course you were. I was waiting for the rim job. I mean shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful, David.
Be careful.
He's on his way home.
Gonna wedge the phone between the rear view and the roof. So
Are you watching a live stream while driving?
I've done that before. Commenting.
I was just gonna say.
But you weren't driving, were you?
Yes.
I was only going 85 though, so.
Right. This has definitely.
There you go. What's your favorite citrus? Question of the day.
Oh.
What is your favorite citrus?
That's a good one.
You have like You have lots of options in citrus. I think
grapefruit, lemon, lime, orange.
starfruit. I kind of count as a
Starfruit
citrus. I do.
I don't know.
It probably grows in trees.
I like grapefruit
Orange.
actually.
I like orange.
Orange, but then you have tangerine, then you have clementine. You know,
Yeah, the whole family.
they're a whole family. They have navel oranges, and you have like
Tangelos. You have the hybrids.
Tangelo.
Those are like man-made.
That's like a
Tangerine.
turducken. Is that like a tangerine inside of an orange?
No. It's like a.
Because that's hard to do. Because
You gotta peel it twice.
And what do you do with all the rest? And then it's all dripping everywhere. Because when you start peeling it,
You zest it.
Yeah, you get zest the heck out of it.
So I'm guessing. I mean, we're tasting here, but if you're gonna do the margarita, you'd probably get like a regular margarita glass or a rocks glass.
Yeah, you can fake it up by throwing it in a real glass rather than a
Yeah.
tasting glass. My personal here's how this is my ranking I'm gonna put on here.
Are you gonna rank these? Okay.
Because I think I can. I think I have the power.
You do.
This
I think they're all a little bit different. I like them.
I like orange. I like blood oranges. I like orange, but I like the limoncello.
Limoncello's really good.
It's got a more focused taste. This one has a little bit more of that. Like after you take this and you taste that again, it's like a little bit more of an orange juice component. Makes sense, right? In there, and
But the
I don't
lemon comes out really good in here, and it's not like
it's just very focused flavor of sweet lemons. This one brings that
bright.
orange.
It's a really bright flavor.
Yeah, and I think the orange in this one's slightly distracting to my senses. Although, I think this one might play better in a cocktail.
Yep, I can see that.
This one is just a limoncello cocktail. Okay, whatever. But this one is, if you wanted to get creative and build a cocktail, and you want, even if you used Fabrizia and you used blood orange liqueur from like Salerno as your two components, and then some, I don't know what other core ingredient would be, vodka, rum, something like that. This I put as third because I just like...
You like the margaritas less lemony, too. You
like
more lime in your
lime
margaritas.
driven. So if you make a limoncello, I don't know how you do that, but...
Limoncello?
A limoncello, then...
I'm guessing a limoncello would be very good.
I would drink it.
So Fabrizia people, if you're looking for a next product idea, go with a limoncello.
I'm probably going to get a link with one of them already.
Be glad to talk about it on the show.
We'll
if you send some along.
drink that. But if you're looking for a quick and easy margarita to get people, especially if you're having a party, you have like, say you have a menu with like 5 cocktails on it, and you already know it's going to be a pain in the ass, then you have this one in your back pocket, or when they walk in the door, you pour it out.
Just to get them going.
Because you know what the problem is?
Because if everybody comes at once, you're making a ton of drinks.
Exactly. You have this all lined up in your head, right? And you're ready to go.
You're like, oh, I'm just going to keep making drinks.
Right.
No, you're going to make 5 drinks, and then everybody's going to drink them at a different rate, and then you're going to have like a 10-minute break.
And if you have Dan and Jalita, you never get a break.
You don't get a break.
Because you're done. You finish making theirs and yours, and they need another one.
It's
or
funny
if you watch football at Ian's house, Ian doesn't get a break.
I don't get a break.
Right. So,
I love making drinks. I don't mind at all. I do like watching football too, though.
Right. So this is something like this is good for that break when you've made everybody drink or two rounds, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, the Patriots are up and they're ready to play, and they're like, drink, bartender. You're like, you're done. You pass them. Nobody sees what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have? That's a limoncello margarita. Holy crap, that's cool. I've never had that before.
And then you just get your Boston Shaker out with some ice, and you start shaking it, and then you're like, you put it away because you're not going to actually use it, and then you just pour.
You pour them out. You get back to the game within 5 seconds, and you're done. Well,
and everybody's drinking. And we've discussed this before. I mean, mixers and pre-mixes are great for parties. You just gotta find the right ones for your crowd.
They gotta be.
I mean, we're gonna be doing some.
We got another.
We're gonna be doing some more, or we did.
We
some
did
more.
one last week. The Tiny Tim.
The Tiny Tim.
That's another premix.
Yep, and
you always should have a couple of them in your back pocket.
Yeah, those white whales are great because it's just add some of this, add some of this, and you go. You start and you're good.
And if it's a natural product, they don't know that they're getting a pre-made experience.
Yeah.
It's not like you pulled out one of those big jars of margarita mix with the little plastic nipple on them. You're like, oh look, and you look at it's like a high fructose corn syrup water, and there's no tequila in there. You're like, what's this thing? It's just like a mixer.
And it's great to expose people to new drinks, especially ones that you love and you love to make, and you think are sophisticated and complicated, but it just takes so long to make sometimes.
I like to expose myself to other people.
Yes.
I was trying to word it so it didn't sound so perverse, yet was, but it just came right out.
There's no win there, buddy.
Yeah,
well, all right, we're
done.
We've talked your ear off long enough.
There you go.
Beat a dead horse.
We're gonna beat some more dead horses.
I'm gonna beat something.
All right, we're done. You got your question today. You should go to Oxford.com and buy some glasses and stuff. We are done. We're teaching you how to drink. Fingers.
I got ice tongs. They came attached.
Wow. That's awesome.
Whoa, interesting color.
I know, right? The Midori.
Yeah.
Should be green.
I
Fish.
don't know if I call that green.